Guys, you got exactly what you were looking for, right?
Yes.
You get to fight over in Azerbaijan.
Yes.
So I guess how excited were you, number one, that just it came to fruition, it materialized for you?
It's going to be a historic night, man, and I'm super excited.
What was the importance of it for you? I mean, obviously it's inconvenient, right? I mean, it's a long way to travel. It's you got to change your schedule, all those things. But why was it so important for you to be on this card?
We're going back to the motherland. This is where the history of my family started. So we're going back to the motherland. It's so important for myself, my family, my people. So it wouldn't matter if it was in another planet. I would travel. I would make this fight happen regardless.
What do you think it means for the people of the region to have the UFC come there for the very first time?
For a lot of fight fans, and you know there's a lot in that region, it's a dream come true, and it's accessible. Baku is hours away from all the countries of the Caucasus, so everybody's going to be able to come out, support their fighters. I'm going to have a lot of family coming out. Finally, this is like going to be the first time where my uncles, my cousins, everybody's coming through. So yeah, it's like Baku is it's a big city, it's a beautiful city. You guys will see yourself, and I'm sure you guys are going to enjoy it.
What should we expect from the atmosphere of fighting Baku? Like, what for the fans and what it's going to feel like in there?
I'm sure you guys are gonna hear. You're gonna hear them, to say the least.
Nice. How about you? Well, nerves, excitement. Like, what do you anticipate that? Knowing how much this means to you, what do you anticipate to feel like that night?
Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. Like, it's definitely added pressure. You know, you're going back to the motherland, fighting in front of your people. With that being said, it's still also a form of comfort that I won't really get anywhere else unless it's like New York. You know, being a New Yorker as well, like I won't get this kind of atmosphere in many places at the moment. But Baku and New York, places like Baku, New York, the places that I'm from, is definitely gonna be they'll definitely be behind me.
That's awesome. And then outside of just the location, I guess just turning around fast, right? Keep your career going.
Yeah.
How good does that feel? How important was it for you to just get booked again and just get some momentum going again?
I always say this, like I've been saying this since my debut, like if I can fight 4 or 5 times a year, if my health allows me, if timing allows me, if the UFC gives me the opportunities, I will. I want to fight as much times as possible. And when I say 4 times a year, it's June. We're about to be in June. I'm going to fight in June. God willing, there's no injuries, no anything. I'll turn right around and I'll fight in September, October again, and then in December.
I love it. What do you think about the matchup itself? I think you didn't care. It was anybody. You just wanted to be on the card. But when it says Nikolas, what were your thoughts on him as an opponent and the challenges he presents?
It's a banger. I have much more tools than him, but it's a banger. He's tough. He's training in Thailand now. He was here in Vegas, but he's training in Thailand now. I'm sure I'm going to be fighting the sharpest version of Nikolas Motta, and that's who we're preparing for.
Did you guys cross paths at all in the gym while he was in town?
A bunch. He actually, he was the CFFC champion. I literally fought on the same cards as him and stuff. So
I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah. So we've been seeing each other at the PI and stuff, but it was kind of like hi-bye, just because we knew that eventually, we probably both understood that eventually we might get matched up, and it came sooner than myself or maybe him expected. But anyways, it's going to be a good fight.
That's awesome. Last thing for you, like I said, it's going to be a banger. What's the goal for you? Go out there, throw one punch and be done, it's over, or to go out and just have an absolute war in Azerbaijan and have the crowd come to life? I mean, what would be a better scenario for you?
A war is always in my back pocket, but I'm going to go out there and finish Nikolas Motta in spectacular fashion in Baku, Azerbaijan.
I was chatting to a couple of your colleagues here in the gym. They told me a vicious rumor that sometimes you're called princess mats here. Is that true? And if so, why?
That's just Jojo. They roll out the red carpet actually every time that I pull up to the gym. So I don't know if you guys noticed the red carpet. That was for me.
Going back to you staying active, obviously you're out to be fine twice a year, but like overall big picture, there was so much hype on you coming off the contender series, then your first 2 UFC fights, and then inactive. It was like everybody kind of forgot about you, right? How frustrating was that?
It wasn't frustrating, man. This journey, it's like adversity. It's not my first time dealing with adversity, neither in this sport nor in life. So, like you take it as it comes, and then you just continue to grow. I knew that year or whatever, 13 months that I was off, I know that it wasn't wasted. I got better, I got sharper, I made the adjustments in my life and in my training that I needed to. And that's it. You're about to see the best version of Nazim Sadykhov June 21st. So I'm not really sweating it. Everything that's meant for me will come to me, and I'm coming for it 100 miles an hour.
There's a lot of stuff going on in the lightweight division with Islam going up and Ilia coming to fight Charles. What's your thoughts on the division as a whole?
What's happening with that, with Islam going up and Ilia and Charles? I mean, I know fans maybe wanted to see Ilia versus Islam more, but I don't think it takes away from the excitement of what's happening in either division at all. I think we're still gonna see banger fights, historic fight nights, and pay-per-views and all that. So I don't really think anything other than it's just the best time in the world to be a UFC fan.
Who went between Ilia and Charles?
Ilia, but I don't think Ilia goes out there and just starches him. I think he's gonna have to work for it. He's gonna be put in bad positions, probably cut open. We're gonna see adversity. Charles is Charles. I just think it's Ilia's time right now. He's in his prime. He's heavy-handed. He's well-versed. He's confident. So it's just his time right now. And I think just styles make fights. And I think Ilia's style is just a bad one for Charles. Charles has been dropped time and time again in his recent few fights. I think when Ilia does that, he's going to get the job done.
Going back to Azerbaijan, talk a little bit about what this means to your family, the people that are there, and what this means to have the UFC come there. And I'm sure this is a huge point of pride for your family.
It's historic. Like, I'm sure even my father, like, I don't even think he even, like, took it in yet. I don't think he realizes. I think when he's in that arena, my uncles, my cousin, I think my whole family's in that arena, and they see me coming out, and especially that would be most of my family members that still live in Baku. This will be their first time being at any of my fights, amateur or pro, and I fought over 100 times in amateur or pro. So for them to be seeing me come out for the first time on an occasion like that, I can't imagine what they're going to be feeling. But I know my dad's he's gonna be taking it in, and I hope it's not overwhelming, but I'll try to get the job done as easy and as fast as possible to make it easy on them.
Are you going to try to choose some sort of walkout that's more traditional based with music, or something that's more popular?
Yeah, I'm going to walk out to something that everybody in the arena will resonate to, and it's historic. When I'm walking out to is going to have, it's like more, it's primal for me. It's like, it's going to be centuries of history.
And if you had to just sort of describe the region for people that have only been in the States and have never been over there, what are some of the highlight differences of what life is like there versus here in the States?
Life, obviously, like when you guys hit Baku, you guys are gonna see it's not like another planet. You know, you're gonna see, some people think Azerbaijan. Most people never even heard of Azerbaijan. You know, to this day, whenever people ask my ethnicity, where I'm from, whenever I say Azerbaijan, they have no idea. But you guys are going to be surprised at how beautiful the city is, how modern everything is, and also there's also historic places within the city as well. There's Old Baku, and then there's New City Baku. So you guys are going to be surprised at how much you are going to be able to relate to the people there. So I think you guys are in for a treat.
Are there going to be some foods that you've been dying to eat that you have to wait till after the weight cut's done before you can?
I have no choice. The rule in Azerbaijan is if you don't eat with us, even if it's your 5th time that day eating, we are going to be upset at you and never talk to you again. So I'm going to probably be up 45, 50 pounds after this fight. So,
tell us about this journey, coming here as an immigrant, and then getting into the UFC, and you're actually going to be fighting in your hometown as a UFC fighter. I mean, that's quite a story.
My job is to fight, so like I'm gonna get in there and fight, but like I still, of course I'm seizing the moment and I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna show up on fight night, but I still can't wrap my head around the fact that we left. We have a life here. I grew up. I had all my minor achievements, or however you want to call them, here, and then now we're bringing the UFC back to Azerbaijan. I don't know. I have no words, to be honest with you. I still haven't found the words. I've been asked this question a few times during this camp. I still can't really find the words for you guys. I'm blown away.
Have you talked to your father, sat down and had discussions with him, like how amazed you are about this?
I think my father's just locked into the fight itself, but we will have a conversation after the fight. We haven't talked about this whole thing as a whole, but we're going to have a conversation after this fight, and I can't wait to hear his thoughts. I know he's going to be proud of me.
mentioned Cage Fury, obviously Aljo, champion in that promotion, champion in the UFC, Marab. You're around these guys in the gym so much. How much are you leaning on them, and what's it like being around these guys in the gym every day?
I mean, both have touched gold. Both know what it takes. They know what to do, how to push. So they're just the big bros, and they're examples. You know, they're both phenomenal champions, both record-breaking champs, or both have. How much title defense does Aljo have? What was it, 3, right? Yeah, and then Marab's coming up on 3. Yeah, like 2 of the greatest bantamweights in history. With all due respect to Dominic Cruz and all the amazing champions that 135 has had, like that's my example. That's who I get to look up to. That's who I get to train with. That's who I get to see what it takes to be at the highest level. So I'm spoiled. I'm lucky.
You have quite a few finishes on your record, 2 doctor stoppages. I just want to talk to you about them. Is there ever a sense when you like, is there a letdown when you get that doctor stoppage and you don't get the finish?
100%. 100%. Like, I'm in there to starch people. I know I can, I have, and I will do that. So doctor stoppage is kind of like you're building up to it, and then you put your pants on and leave the room.
2 bonuses on your record, 2 fights of the night. What's your goal for this fight? Would you prefer a performance bonus or a fight of the night here?
I'm about performances nowadays. Fight of the nights, like I said, the wars are in the back pocket. You know, I'm not gonna shy away from. None of these guys can intimidate me with a war. It's a good time for me, a war. But I want to show my skills. I want to show what I'm working on. I want to show how good I can possibly be. I'm elite, and I want to show that. So performance of the night screams elite. Fight of the night screams entertainment for the fans. Both are good with me, but I'm going to be looking for that performance of the night.
Thank you.
How soon do you think you could crack the top of the rankings? So what kind of opponents do you think can be presented to you moving forward?
There's never any set like timeline, you know. With the UFC and with the fans, if they want to see you there, the UFC and the fans, you just simply get your shot, and that all depends on your performances, how you carry yourself, how you promote yourself. So my performances speak for themselves. You know, I'm gonna try to promote myself more than ever before. But listen, after this fight, I come out there, I starch him, I get on that mic, I talk to my people, I talk to the lightweight division. I don't see why I can't get top 15 next. If I don't get top 15, oh well, we're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep fighting. We're gonna keep entertaining MMA fans around the world. But yeah, I think that can happen. Any fight, your life can change. So I'm looking forward to that.
Right now, the #1 ranked lightweight is Arman Tsarukyan. Would you be ever interested in Armenia versus Azerbaijan fight?
I just want to be the best. You know, whoever is going to be in front of me is going to be who I'm going to want to go after and who I'm going to want to beat. I want to fight all the best in the world. He's ranked #1 right now. I'm not in top 15. I'll make my way there, and then whoever is going to be in front of me on my way to that belt, we're going to take care of him.
But that's a fight you think one day could happen for you to
Why not?
move up the rankings that way?
Absolutely. Why not? Why not? It can all happen. Any top 15, BSD, Mercado, it can all happen. So for sure, I have my eyes on all these guys.
And just for the division, Poirier Holloway, how do you see that going as well?
Oh, for the division, how do I see Poirier Holloway going?
Fight going on.
Damn, I just don't want to see Holloway take damage. I'm a huge Holloway fan, and my my dream matchup was actually to throw some hands with Holloway. But I don't know. Dustin looked great in his last fight. Holloway got clipped for the first time ever. We've seen him go down. So I don't know. I think Poirier gets the job done and rides off into the sunset with a win. I just as a fan, I just genuinely hope Holloway and it doesn't take too much damage.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, sir.